The God of Isaiah 44:24 and Jesus in Colossians 1:16, same or different? Isaiah 44:24 says God alone created the heavens and the earth, but Colossians 1:16 says Jesus created everything. Are these two different creators? Or is this the ultimate proof that Jesus is God? Stick around, because this is a game changer. Section 1. The Creator in Isaiah 44:24. Let's start with the Old Testament. Isaiah 44:24 makes a direct claim about who created the universe. Let's read it. Isaiah 44:24, KJV. Thus saith the Lord thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb, I am the Lord that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself. Key takeaways from this verse. 1. God alone created everything, no helpers, no secondary beings. 2. The heavens and the earth were created by himself. 3. This verse completely eliminates the idea of another divine being assisting in creation. Question. If Isaiah 44:24 says that God created alone, then how do we explain Colossians 1:16, which credits Jesus with creating all things? Section 2. Jesus as Creator, Colossians 1:16. Now let's look at what the New Testament says about who created everything. Colossians 1:16, KJV. For by him, Jesus, were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers, all things were created by him and for him. Key takeaways from this verse. First, Jesus created all things, no exceptions. 2. He created everything in heaven and earth, just like Isaiah 44:24 said God did. 3. And Colossians 1:16 even says all things were created for Jesus. But if only God created, how can Jesus be the creator? Big question. If Jesus is not God, then how can he be the creator when Isaiah 44:24 says, God alone created? Section 3. Is this a contradiction or proof that Jesus is God? Skeptics love to say that the Bible contradicts itself, but let's analyze this logically. If Isaiah 44:24 says God created alone, yet Colossians 1:16 says Jesus created everything, there are only two possible conclusions. 1. The Bible contradicts itself, which is impossible. 2. Jesus is the God of Isaiah 44:24. Supporting evidence. John 1:3. All things were made by him, Jesus, and without him was not anything made that was made. Hebrews 1:10. And thou, Lord, Jesus, in the beginning hast laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the works of thine hands. Revelation 4:11. Jesus is worshipped as the Creator. Conclusion. The New Testament writers clearly understood Jesus as the same God who spoke in Isaiah 44:24. Section 4. Refuting common objections. Objection number 1. Jesus was just a helper in creation. Answer. Wrong. Isaiah 44:24 says God created alone. No helpers were involved. Objection number 2. The Father created through Jesus, so Jesus isn't God. Answer. That doesn't work, because Isaiah 44:24 says no one else was involved. Objection number 3. Jesus was created first and then created the world. Answer. Colossians 1:16 says Jesus created everything, including time itself. If he created time, then he must exist outside of it, meaning he is eternal. Final verdict. If Jesus is not God, then Isaiah 44:24 contradicts the New Testament. The only way to resolve this is to accept that Jesus is the YHWH of the Old Testament. Final challenge and call to action. Now it's your turn. If Jesus isn't God, explain why he is called the Creator in Colossians 1:16. If Isaiah 44:24 says God created alone, how can Jesus also be the Creator? How do skeptics explain this without admitting Jesus is God? Like, share, and comment below. Do you believe Jesus is God? Let's discuss. Subscribe for more biblical truth that exposes deception.